Hello, everyone, and welcome to ADRS 4324 Assessment and Testing and Addiction Recovery. I'm Dr. Mark Eads. I'm going to be your professor for this course. And so, what I wanted to do very briefly is introduce myself, give you a quick run through about what you can expect moving through this course on Canvas, and to leave the door open as well. I want to make it very clear that I am open to any questions, any concerns, any speed bumps that might come into your path throughout this term. I want to answer your questions and get you back on track as quickly as possible so that you can be as successful as you possibly can. That's my overall goal. So I don't want you sitting around wondering what my expectations are, what is this assignment really asking, or if you're scratching your head about any of the learning modules. Shoot me an email. Let me know. I'm happy to get back in touch with you as quick as I can. So, to get things started, I'm Dr. Mark Eads, as I already said, but I'm coming to you from North Carolina. I'm an online lecturer in the department. And so I help students sort of navigate through a multitude of online courses. Some of you may have seen me before. I think I see some names that I recognize, but I'm excited to be part of this course over the summer term. And again, I'm excited to get things going and to help you all sort of get on track and be as successful as you can. So, with that in mind, I'd love to give you all just a very quick run through about Canvas, what Canvas looks like, and to give you just a brief sort of flavor of what the course is going to appear like when you log in. So, let me share my screen real fast. Here we go. This is going to look a little different because it's the professor view instead of the student view, but it's essentially going to be the same thing when you log into your course as well. You're going to be brought to a home page where you're going to see some information about me. And one of the most important things that you want to take note of is this right here, the email address. Please, please, please email me if you have a question, if you have a concern, if anything gets in your way that's going to make it difficult for you to be successful in the course. I want to hear about it so that we can game plan to get you back on track as quick as possible. These courses, especially the online courses, are really, really quick. They're only 8 weeks long, which means we're going to hit the ground running. And if you find yourself falling behind it all, it's going to be very difficult to get caught up. I don't want you to get put into that situation. So, one of the best things we can do is to stay in contact so that we can figure out solutions as we're moving on. But make sure you write down that email, highlight it, make a note of it, that it's under instructor information in Canvas, and let me know if something comes up on your end. When it comes to our keeping in touch, announcements is going to be a really helpful tool. I will sometimes post announcements with information about certain assignments that can be a little misleading or tricky for some students, to give you general information about the department or things that are going on. Really, just to keep in contact if there's any large information that I think the entire class should know, it's going to come through an announcement. So keep that in mind. This syllabus tab is a great part to, number one, read the syllabus and see what's expected, and also to give an idea of the course summary. In the course summary, you're going to see lots of different dates with different things that are due on each date. This is a great way to keep track of what's coming up, what's going to be due, what are the assignments that I need to focus on this week. You can come to syllabus, look at the course summary, and have a really good idea of week by week when things are due, what's due, where I need to focus my attention. Now, the most important part of Canvas, as I'm sure some of you already know, having taken some courses in the past, is the module section. The modules are created such that you move through these 1 week at a time. So when it comes to coming into this course, you've got one that says Module 0 and then Module 1. Module 0 and Module 1 are essentially combined to be the first week. So Module 0 is going to be a lot about understanding the course, reading the syllabus, getting some information about yourself and other students. That's what Module 0 is all about. And you can see that there is a syllabus quiz, which is very, very short, and an introduction section, so we can just sort of get to know each other. Module 1 is where we really get into the the meat and potatoes of the course. So that's where we're going to get into looking in the intro to DSM. We're going to talk about some different types of assessments here, and we've got a discussion board that's due. We've got a module one quiz that's due as well. So this is where you're going to start moving through week by week. Week one is module one, week two is module two. We're going to keep on moving through each of these modules until the end of the course. Now you can see I've got some things in here that say midterm exam, final exam. You're not going to see those in this course because this course is accelerated. I've incorporated the things you're going to learn from the midterm and the final exam into the other learning materials. So again, when you log in, you're not going to see those present. That's a good thing because you won't be taking them this term. So again, look at the modules, see what's there, accomplish the assignments that are there week by week, and we'll get to the end of the course. And before you know it, you'll have learned a lot, you'll have accomplished a lot, and you'll be hopefully very successful as we're moving through things. So that's just a very quick sort of run through of Canvas, my expectations of you, and I'm going to say it for a third time because it's that important. If anything comes up during this term, email me. Let me know. I want to be kept in the loop about things that are holding you back from being as successful as you can so that we can get you back on track, back into the course, back to being the wonderful, successful students that I know that you are. I want you focusing on the course, not scratching your head wondering about what does this assignment really want? What is this module really talking about? I want to solve those riddles for you as quickly as possible so that you can get back to doing what you do best. But all that being said, welcome to the course. I'm excited to have you, and I'm thrilled to be sharing some of this material with you as we get things rolling. So once again, welcome and can't wait to get things started. Take care, everybody.